if you want to open a bank account abroad and you happen to come to West Africa, NCA GCB is a good bank. If you want to be able to take out USD versus CDs, this is a good bank that you want to take. This is Ghana Commercial Bank. We also got Cal Bank. I don't have too much information about them, but I'm definitely going to open up an account with GCB. Shalom Alaikum YouTube. If you're planning to move abroad, make sure you have insight or have in mind what it is you want to do. Don't just come as a tourist. Like, pick a country that you want to go to and stay in long term. Unless you plan to just travel forever for the rest of your life and only stay 60 days and 90 days in the country, then this wouldn't apply to you. But I think it would be wise that when you move abroad, especially if you're planning to stay in the country long term, open a bank account there. I just opened my bank account the other day. If it's Yahweh's will, I would try to share some of that footage with you. If my camera caught the footage anyway. I say that because this is discreet. It's discreet, right? But also, here in West Africa, Ghana to be specific, you cannot pay for electricity. You cannot pay for your cable bill. You cannot do a lot of things unless you have a Ghana card. I saw from a YouTuber about 3 years ago how she got her driver's license over here in West Africa. She used her passport. Back in the day, you used to be able to just go to any country you wanted to and use your passport to get like government ID for whatever country you were in, and you could get a driver's license, open a bank account with just your passport. Like, those were the golden days, the golden age days, because your passport was like your access card for everything. But now they ain't taking that really no more. So to get our driver's license over here, I had to present my passport and my Florida driver's license to get my license over here. Now, it does help if it say you're a safe driver on your driver's license, because if you don't have that safe driver on your driver's license, you might run into some difficulty getting your license over here. And they will do an eye exam and stuff like that. Make sure you can see, so you ain't just ramming into nobody. But that process was seamless because it took a day. Now, we had help. Yahweh sent us help. Alright guys, so I arrived to the bank. Now, the footage that you're looking at is me arriving to the bank to pick up my debit card. Because when I went to the bank initially to open the actual account, I did not record that footage. It just was bad timing. I was with company. Yahweh blessed me to get help and assistance from my Hebrew family in this process. My friends took me to this bank. They personally took me to this bank. Thank you. They offer private banking services. And they also offer commercial services. But I didn't record that. It didn't feel right, and something don't feel right. I've learned to not do it at all. Okay. But in this video, my son happened to be up because I like to sneak out early while my children are asleep to take care of business, because that's just what I have to do. That's the predicament I'm in right now. And so my son Solomon just happened to be up, and I was like, all right, let me just take him with me. So I head to the bank to get my debit card, and it was pretty cool. Sat in the lobby for less than 10 minutes. Young lady come out, she greet me. I signed 2 books, as you saw her pulling out those blue books. I did do a lot of editing. I cut a lot of stuff out because I didn't want to show her face. I also didn't want to show those books because it shows, private information that shouldn't be seen. So for privacy purposes, I did edit that out. But she did inform me that I would have to wait 10 minutes after she issued me my debit card for it to actually work. So what I did to kill time, I said, well, I have more than enough time before I need to start working, of course. And so I just took my son to this restaurant that's on the ground floor outside of the bank, because I had a good experience with them the first time I went there. Oh my goodness, their frappuccinos are so good. The caramel frappuccinos, you got to try them. Okay, so I just took my son and we just had a casual brunch or breakfast, I guess you could say. And it's late. I'm making this video. Two of my children are asleep. One is still up, and if you hear noise in the background, that's him. Okay. But so I sat down and just had a meal with my son and talked to him. Anytime I get one-on-one time with my children, I like to talk with them, and because that's our bonding time. But so while we was eating, I was technically really giving time for my debit card to work. It turned out it didn't work at all. She told me 10 minutes, you guys. So I went to the ATM that was outside the branch. I put my debit card in, and I used a temporary pin they gave. Then it asked me to change my pin, which I did. I followed instructions. It said the pin was successfully changed. Excuse me. So I tried to make a withdrawal, do my first transaction. It did not work. It kept giving me an error message. So I reported it to the gentleman that was inside the branch. And he told me to try another ATM. So I went and tried another ATM. I did this 3 times. Still didn't work. So I wound up having to go into the bank. And this is the footage you're seeing right here. Me sitting down. I was waiting in the lobby. And I was being intentional not to record people, of course. Out of respect. If you happen to see someone, it was not intentional. But I was in the lobby waiting. They wound up having to reset my card. And it worked. And I was able to make my first withdrawal. So I definitely recommend anyone moving abroad to open a bank account overseas. Now, keep in mind, in order to open a bank account overseas, you have to be either a citizen or you have to have residency. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, shalom.